The return of the wolf in the Netherlands was a historic event. In 2015, something remarkable happened in the Netherlands that quickened the hearts of nature enthusiasts and biologists: the return of the wolf. After more than 150 years of absence in the Dutch landscape, the presence of this majestic predator was confirmed once again. This event marked a turning point in Dutch natural history and led to both excitement and discussions about the coexistence of wolves with modern society. The last wild wolf in the Netherlands was officially killed in 1869, as a result of a long history of persecution and habitat loss. Wolves were seen as a threat to livestock and humans, leading to intensive eradication efforts. It wasn't until the late 20th century that attitudes towards wildlife began to change. Nature conservation and preservation gained more attention, and public opinion shifted towards greater acceptance of wild animals in the landscape. The return of the wolf to the Netherlands can be partly attributed to the fact that wolf populations were recovering in neighboring countries such as Germany and Poland. These populations gradually began to expand, and some individuals wandered into the Netherlands. By now, there are several wolf packs established in the Netherlands, and their presence has been confirmed through observations and DNA research. The return of the wolf has drawn attention to the need for coexistence between humans and wolves. Wolves are legally protected in the Netherlands, meaning they cannot be persecuted or hunted. This has led to discussions on managing wolf populations and implementing measures to prevent potential conflicts with livestock farmers. Farmers and livestock owners in the Netherlands are now taking preventive measures, such as installing electric fences and using guard dogs to protect their livestock. At the same time, scientists are monitoring the wolf population and studying their behavior and ecology to better understand how wolves adapt to the Dutch landscape. The return of the wolf is not only a triumph for nature conservation but also an opportunity for the Netherlands to learn how humans and wild animals can live harmoniously together. It reminds us that wild animals play a vital role in the ecosystem and that preserving biodiversity is crucial for the health of our planet. The arrival of the wolf in the Netherlands is a historic event that challenges us to rethink our relationship with nature and seek ways to find a sustainable balance between human activities and wild animals in our ever-changing landscape. It is an opportunity to demonstrate that we are capable of coexisting with the wild beauty and power of the wolf as an integral part of our natural heritage. The spread of the wolf in the Netherlands, a natural recovery process. Since the return of the wolf to the Netherlands, this iconic predator has steadily gained ground in the Dutch landscape. The wolf population in the Netherlands has slowly grown and colonized various areas, adding an exciting chapter to Dutch natural history. The first confirmed case of a wolf in the Netherlands in 2015 occurred in the Veluwe, an extensive natural area known for its forests, heathlands, and wildlife. This sighting generated a lot of excitement and confirmed that the wolf was regaining a foothold in the Netherlands after an absence of 1.5 centuries. Since then, wolves have established themselves in various parts of the Netherlands. The Veluwe remains an important habitat for these animals, but other regions have also welcomed wolf packs. Drenthe, Overijssel, and Limburg are some of the provinces where wolves have settled. This spread is a positive indication of the adaptability of the wolf and the availability of suitable habitat. Wolves are highly mobile animals, and individual wolves have covered long distances to explore new areas. Some of these animals come from neighboring countries, such as Germany, where established wolf populations exist. This demonstrates the wild wolf's ability to move over significant distances and colonize new territories. A particularly remarkable event in 2019 was the birth of wolf pups on the North Veluwe, showing that wolves in the Netherlands began reproducing. This was an important sign of the population's health and the success of the wolf's return. The spread of the wolf in the Netherlands has led to a growing interest in conservation and monitoring. Scientists and conservationists track the movements and activities of wolves using transmitters and camera traps to learn more about their behavior and interactions with other animals. The presence of wolves has also sparked discussions on how Dutch society can coexist with these iconic predators. Farmers and livestock owners are taking preventive measures to protect their livestock, while legislation and policies are being developed to safeguard the interests of both people and wolves. The spread of the wolf in the Netherlands is proof of nature's resilience and the possibility of wild animals returning to their former habitats. It is an inspiring example of how conservation and awareness can contribute to the recovery of species once considered lost. It shows that the Dutch natural landscape still has room for wild beauty and biodiversity, emphasizing the value of preserving these magnificent animals for future generations. The rise of the wolf population in the Netherlands is a triumph for conservation. The wolf, one of the world's most iconic and majestic predators, is making a remarkable comeback in the Netherlands after an absence of over 150 years. The resurgence of the wolf population is an exciting development in Dutch natural history and epitomizes the success of modern conservation efforts. Since the first confirmed sighting of a wolf on the Veluwe in 2015, the Dutch wolf population has been steadily growing and spreading. Currently, there are several wolf packs established in the Netherlands, and their presence has been confirmed through observations and DNA research. These packs have produced offspring, indicating a healthy and viable population. One of the most notable aspects of the wolf population in the Netherlands is its natural recolonization. Unlike in some other European countries where wolves have been reintroduced through reintroduction programs, wolves in the Netherlands have returned naturally. They have found their way from neighboring countries, such as Germany, where established wolf populations exist. This natural return underscores the resilience and adaptability of wild animals. A significant milestone in the wolf population recovery was the birth of wolf pups in the North Veluwe in 2019. This event demonstrated that wolves had begun to reproduce in the Netherlands, which is essential for the population's survival. Young wolves will eventually establish new territories and contribute to increasing the genetic diversity of the Dutch population. The presence of wolves has also led to greater public and conservation organization involvement. Numerous cameras and camera traps have been placed to observe wolves and study their behavior. This has not only contributed to our understanding of wolves but has also raised awareness of conservation. Because wolves are legally protected in the Netherlands, they cannot be pursued or hunted. This has led to discussions about wolf population management and finding solutions for potential conflicts between wolves and livestock farmers. Farmers and livestock owners are taking preventive measures, such as installing electric fences and using guard dogs, to protect their livestock from wolves. The rise of the wolf population in the Netherlands illustrates the growing acceptance of wild animals in our modern landscape and underscores the importance of conservation and biodiversity. It reminds us that wild animals like the wolf are an integral part of our ecosystem, and their return is a sign of a healthier and more diverse natural landscape. It is a triumph for conservation and offers an opportunity to show that coexistence between humans and wolves is possible in an ever-changing world. The protected status of the wolf in the Netherlands, safeguarding conservation. The wolf, an icon of wild beauty and power, has acquired a special status in the Netherlands, that of a legally protected animal. Since the return of the wolf in 2015, the Dutch government has taken measures to protect these predators and ensure their survival. The protected status of the wolf in the Netherlands is not only a recognition of its importance for Dutch biodiversity but also a step towards restoring balance in our natural ecosystem. Like in many other European countries, the wolf was persecuted and hunted for centuries in the Netherlands. This approach was driven by concerns about the safety of livestock and people, as well as competition for prey animals. As a result of this persecution, the wolf disappeared entirely from the Dutch landscape in the 19th century. For over a century, it was believed that the wolf had disappeared from the Netherlands for good. The turnaround came in 2015 when the first wolf in a long time was observed on Dutch territory. This event marked a turning point in the attitude towards the wolf. Instead of being seen as a threat, the wolf was regarded as a sign of a recovering ecosystem and a valuable addition to Dutch nature. The protected status of the wolf was formalized in the Nature Conservation Act, which came into effect in 2017. This law stipulates that the wolf is a protected animal in the Netherlands, and it is illegal to kill, capture, or disturb wolves. This legal protection is an essential step to ensure that the wolf can thrive safely and without human interference. The protected status of the wolf is not only of symbolic significance, it also has practical implications. It, for instance, prohibits wolf hunting and restricts the possibility of damage control, meaning that wolves cannot be killed when they attack livestock. Instead, compensation protocols have been established to reimburse livestock farmers for any losses they incur due to wolf attacks. These protective measures are beneficial not only for the wolf but also for the broader environment. Wolves play a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance by controlling populations of prey animals, such as red deer, roe deer, and wild boars. This helps prevent overgrazing of vegetation and promotes a healthier biodiversity. The protected status of the wolf in the Netherlands reflects the growing recognition of the importance of wild animals in our ecosystem and the significance of nature conservation. It symbolizes the Netherlands' willingness to face the challenges that come with the return of these majestic predators and demonstrates that coexistence between humans and wolves is possible within our modern society. It is an inspiring example of how nature conservation can contribute to the preservation of the natural world and our natural heritage for future generations. Genetic complexity and conservation. Following the long-awaited return of the wolf to the Netherlands, scientists have faced an interesting and sometimes complex issue: wolf crossbreeding. Wolves are social animals with a significant capacity for adaptation, and in the Netherlands, there have been reports of wolves breeding with dogs. These crossbreeds between wild wolves and domesticated dogs have raised questions about genetic purity, biodiversity, and conservation. The phenomenon of wolves mixing with dogs is not unique to the Netherlands and has been observed elsewhere in Europe. In some cases, wild wolves and dogs can crossbreed when there are overlaps in their habitats. This can lead to hybrid offspring that exhibit both wild and domesticated characteristics. There are several concerns and considerations regarding wolf crossbreeding. In the context of nature conservation and biodiversity, genetic purity is often crucial. Crossbreeding between wild wolves and dogs can lead to genetic introgression, where the genes of wild wolves are diluted by those of dogs. This can affect genetic diversity and the adaptability of the wild population. Wolves play a significant ecological role in ecosystems by controlling populations of prey animals. Hybrid wolves may not be able to perform the same role as wild wolves, which could have consequences for the natural dynamics of the environment. Identifying hybrid wolves is sometimes challenging, as they can resemble wild wolves in appearance. This can complicate management, especially if hybrid wolves are involved in livestock attacks. To address these complex issues, scientists and conservation organizations in the Netherlands conduct extensive research on wolf crossbreeding. DNA analysis is used to determine the genetic background of individual wolves and to identify hybrid offspring. Additionally, conservationists and lawmakers emphasize the importance of education and awareness. The public is encouraged to be responsible with their dogs and to prevent dogs from wandering unattended in wolf territories to minimize crossbreeding. Managing wolf crossbreeding is a complex issue that requires balanced decision-making. It raises questions about how we preserve and protect wild animals in an ever-changing world. It also underscores the need for ongoing scientific monitoring and education to ensure that the return of the wolf in the Netherlands proceeds in a way that supports and maintains biodiversity and natural processes. Wolf prey in the Netherlands, ecological impact and conservation. With the return of the wolf to the Netherlands, this iconic predator has claimed an important role in the country's ecosystem. Wolves in the Netherlands primarily prey on wild ungulates such as red deer, roe deer, and wild boar. Understanding the interaction between wolves and their prey is crucial for nature conservation and the preservation of biodiversity in the Netherlands. Red deer are among the primary prey of wolves in the Netherlands. The presence of wolves has influenced the behavior of red deer, making them more cautious and vigilant, knowing that wolves could be nearby. This can lead to changes in the distribution and grazing behavior of red deer, which, in turn, affects vegetation and other animals in the ecosystem. Roe deer are another significant prey for wolves in the Netherlands. Wolves can stalk and capture roe deer, and it has been observed that roe deer, under the influence of wolves, have adjusted their habitat choice to avoid predation. This affects the distribution of roe deer and can locally influence plant growth. Wild boar also constitute a substantial part of the wolf's diet in the Netherlands. Wolves have played a crucial role in helping control the population density of wild boar. This is essential because wild boar can reproduce rapidly and cause damage to agricultural crops and natural habitats. The impact of wolves on their prey has important ecological and conservation consequences. Wolves act as top predators in the Netherlands, meaning they influence the population dynamics of their prey animals. By affecting the numbers and behavior of red deer, roe deer, and wild boar, wolves can indirectly influence vegetation and other animals in their ecosystem. A healthy wolf population can help prevent overgrazing and overpopulation of prey animals, which is beneficial for biodiversity. This ensures that vegetation is not excessively grazed, providing opportunities for other species to thrive. Conservationists and scientists closely monitor the interaction between wolves and their prey to gain a better understanding of these complex relationships. This understanding is vital for maintaining a balanced and healthy ecosystem in the Netherlands. The return of the wolf to the Netherlands offers not only an opportunity to study these fascinating predators but also to appreciate the ecological impact of top predators on their surroundings. It underscores the importance of natural processes and biodiversity for the health of our ecosystem and our understanding of the intricate webs of life in Dutch nature. The return of the wolf to the Netherlands has sparked discussions on how humans and wolves can coexist in a densely populated country. Farmers and livestock owners play a crucial role in this debate, as they often face the challenges and concerns related to the presence of wolves. In response, they have taken various preventive measures to protect their livestock from potential wolf attacks. One of the most effective measures to protect livestock from wolves is the installation of electric fences. These fences are designed to deter wolves and prevent them from gaining access to livestock farms. They operate on the basis of an electric shock that is harmless to the livestock but sufficient to deter wolves. Some farmers and livestock owners have introduced guard dogs to protect their herds. Shepherd dogs and specially trained wolfhounds can play a significant role in deterring wolves and other predators. Wolves are primarily active at night, so livestock farms often take additional measures during the night to protect their livestock. This may include housing livestock in a secure barn where wolves cannot reach them. Another aspect of prevention is ensuring that livestock is healthy and well fed. Strong and healthy animals are better equipped to protect themselves and prevent injury in the event of an encounter with a wolf. These preventive measures underscore the desire to minimize conflicts between humans and wolves. They are intended to protect the interests of both livestock owners and the wolves. It is important to note that wolves do not naturally attack livestock but are rather opportunistic hunters. The measures taken aim to minimize this opportunity. In addition to physical measures to protect livestock, there is also attention to compensation systems. This involves providing financial compensation to livestock owners for losses of livestock due to wolf attacks. This provides an incentive for livestock owners to take preventive measures and contributes to shared responsibility for the conservation of wolves in the Netherlands. The preventive measures are a crucial part of the broader policy and approach of the Netherlands to manage the return of the wolf. They demonstrate that coexistence is possible and that society is committed to preserving nature and biodiversity, even in a densely populated country like the Netherlands. It is a positive step towards restoring the balance between humans and wild animals in our ever-changing landscape. The return of the wolf to the Netherlands has not only captured the attention of scientists and conservationists but has also led to increased public engagement. People are intrigued by the presence of this iconic predator and the opportunity to observe wild animals in the Netherlands. This engagement has resulted in greater awareness and interest in nature conservation and biodiversity. One of the ways the public actively engages with the wolf population in the Netherlands is through camera surveillance. Various conservation organizations and agencies have set up cameras and camera traps to observe wolves. These cameras capture images of wolves in their natural environment, which are then shared online and viewed by the public. This has led to a growing community of wolf enthusiasts who enthusiastically discuss observed behavior and developments. Schools, conservation organizations, and nature centers have established educational programs to raise awareness about wolves and their ecology. Lectures, workshops, and excursions provide an opportunity to learn more about wolves and their place in the Dutch ecosystem. The public also plays a role in reporting wolf sightings. Anyone can report their wolf observations to the authorities, which helps map wolf movements and contributes to an understanding of wolf distribution in the Netherlands. This growing public engagement is invaluable for nature conservation in the Netherlands. It contributes to an awareness of the value of biodiversity and conservation and promotes a sense of connection to nature. It encourages people to learn about wild animals and their role in the ecosystem and fosters a positive attitude toward coexistence with wildlife. The presence of wolves in the Netherlands has also sparked discussions on how coexistence with wild animals is possible in a densely populated society. This has resulted in a broader dialogue on how we can contribute to the conservation of nature in our country. The growing public engagement in the return of the wolf to the Netherlands is an inspiring example of how wild animals can unite people and raise awareness about the value of nature. It underscores the importance of nature conservation and the role that each individual can play in preserving biodiversity and safeguarding wild animals for future generations. It is a sign of a society actively participating in the preservation of its natural heritage and its pursuit of harmony between humans and nature. While the return of the wolf to the Netherlands has occurred naturally, the concept of reintroduction has been a subject of discussion and speculation. Reintroduction refers to the active release of wolves into an area where they have previously gone extinct. In the Netherlands, scientists, conservationists, and policymakers have considered various arguments for and against reintroduction. Reintroduction can contribute to the genetic diversity of the wolf population in the Netherlands. With a limited number of individuals, the conservation of genetic variability within the population can be supported, which is essential to prevent inbreeding. Population enhancement. Reintroduction can accelerate the growth of the wolf population in the Netherlands. By releasing wolf pairs, new packs can be established in suitable areas, promoting the spread of wolves. Reintroduction can also provide an opportunity for education and awareness. The public can witness the release of wolves and become engaged in nature conservation. The argument for reintroduction is often to expedite the return of wolves, but some argue that it is better to allow natural colonization to occur, as has been happening so far. Wolves migrate from surrounding countries and colonize the Netherlands on their own. Reintroduction can carry risks, such as the introduction of diseases or conflicts with the local population. There are concerns about potential confrontations between humans and wolves, especially in densely populated areas. There is an argument that the existing wolf population in the Netherlands should take priority, and that reintroduction could interfere with the natural recovery process. At present, the Netherlands has chosen to rely on the natural return of the wolf, rather than active reintroduction programs. This policy is based on the idea that wolves return to their former habitats on their own and that genetic diversity and population growth are managed naturally. However, reintroduction remains a subject of discussion and may be reconsidered in the future, depending on the development of the wolf population in the Netherlands and the ecological and socio-economic factors involved. What is clear is that the discussion on reintroduction highlights the complexity of managing and conserving wild animals in a densely populated environment like the Netherlands, and the balance between human interests and nature conservation remains an ongoing challenge. Research and education on wolves in the Netherlands are a key pillar for nature conservation. The return of the wolf to the Netherlands has led to extensive research and education efforts, with scientists and conservationists striving to gain a deeper understanding of these iconic predators and their interactions with Dutch nature. Research and education play a crucial role in promoting nature awareness, informing policymakers, and providing insights to facilitate coexistence between wolves and humans. Scientists conduct comprehensive research to learn more about the wolf population in the Netherlands. This research includes: behavioral biologists and ecologists study the behavior of wolves in the Netherlands. They examine how wolves hunt, reproduce, mark territories, and interact with other animals. This knowledge helps scientists predict how wolves will behave and can inform policy measures. Genetic analysis aids in understanding the genetic diversity of the wolf population in the Netherlands. It identifies individual wolves and their genetic relationships, which are crucial for managing inbreeding and preserving the genetic health of the population. Researchers study the ecological impact of wolves on their environment. This involves tracking changes in prey populations, vegetation, and ecosystem dynamics due to the presence of wolves. Education about wolves is of great importance to increase understanding and support for their protection. In the Netherlands, various educational initiatives are undertaken, such as primary and secondary schools provide educational programs on wolves and their role in the ecosystem. These programs promote a positive attitude towards wildlife and biodiversity among younger generations. Nature centers and visitor centers organize exhibitions, lectures, and workshops on wolves. This gives people the opportunity to learn more about wolves and their behavior. Nature conservation organizations and universities hold public lectures and workshops on wolves and nature conservation. These events are intended to foster dialogue between scientists, conservationists, and the public. Research and education have a mutual relationship. Research provides the data and insights necessary for education, while education helps raise awareness and foster understanding of the value of wolves and wildlife in Dutch nature. The return of the wolf to the Netherlands is an opportunity to put the principles of nature conservation into practice and to demonstrate that coexistence between humans and wolves is possible. Research and education are the cornerstones of this success story and serve as a model for how countries and societies can contribute to the preservation of their natural heritage. Dear viewers, thank you for watching, and be sure to check out the other videos on this channel. Please like and subscribe, love nature, and see you next time.